What is up, guys? Hope you are having a beautiful day. Currently it is absolute dog shit weather outside, so that's why we're doing a different kind of video where I just sit here and talk to you guys. What I want to talk about is that I sit a lot every day, all day, whether that be studying, eating, shitting. And I think I'm not the only one that has that. My fellow students or office workers, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. The thing is that with sitting, there comes a lot of problems for the body. And yes, there are proposed solutions like buying one of those stupid standing desks or walking desks. But when I am here, I actually want to focus properly, and I do that best while sitting. Instead of buying one of these, what I've been doing for the past 5 years is calisthenics, specifically hanging. Now, I started calisthenics because I thought it looked cool and it was fun, but subconsciously it was also the reason that I actually could afford to sit long periods of time at my desk without ever experiencing pain. You might be thinking I'm just very young and I'm not supposed to have those pains, but I know plenty of people of my age, including my girlfriend, who can't stop complaining about her back problems. Don't worry, she doesn't watch these videos anyways. But yeah, especially now that our society is just sitting more and more every single day, almost every age group these days is susceptible to problems. So now, why is hanging exactly good for this? Well, for that, I first need to explain what causes these pains exactly. What it basically comes down to is when you're sitting all day, your hip flexors tighten because they're always in a shortened position, and your butt or glutes weaken because you're not using them, leading to something called dead butt syndrome. Now, this imbalance will tip your pelvis forward, which puts extra pressure on your lower back, and over time this can cause stiffness, pain, or even chronic discomfort in your lumbar spine. That's not all. Whilst your lower body is dealing with these issues, your upper body is also suffering. A slouched position pulls your upper back and shoulders forward, leading to stretching out key stabilizing muscles like the rhomboids and lower traps, which makes them weaker. And at the same time, your upper back and neck muscles are overworked because they're trying to compensate. And this imbalance will put unnecessary strain on your shoulders, which will often lead to pain and reduced range of motion. In simple terms, sitting for long periods of time just throws off your whole body alignment. Your lower back is compressed, your upper back becomes weaker, and your shoulders are stuck in that tense forward position. But here's where hanging comes in. It decompresses your entire spine, all the way from your neck to your lower back. Gravity gently pulls your vertebrae apart, reducing pressure on the discs and creating space for nerves that otherwise might get pinched in between. It also opens up your shoulders, strengthening the stabilizer muscles around your scapula while letting the tight ones like your upper traps relax. All in all, hanging helps undo the damage by being stuck in that desk gremlin position all day, giving your shoulders and back a chance to reset, recover, and we'll basically do it over again the next day. Now, hanging might look simple and intuitive, but if you really want to maximize the benefits and avoid common mistakes, there's a couple of details that you gotta pay attention to. So here's a step-by-step just so that we're on the same page. First up, the grip. Well, a neutral grip where palms are facing each other is the most shoulder-friendly option, putting them in a more natural alignment, minimizing strain on the rotator cuff. But as most people only have access to one straight bar, a overhand grip is your second best option, and then the underhand grip is a less common way of hanging on the bar because it feels less natural for your shoulders, and it also slightly limits the decompression effect. What you want to do once you're hanging, you want to completely relax everything. However, not to the point where your shoulders are all the way shrugged to your ears. Instead, you just want your scapulus to naturally elevate a bit, but without excessive tension. Also, avoid overarching your lower back. You do this by engaging your core. Imagine you're bracing for a slight poke in your stomach. It doesn't have to be like extreme, but just engage it a tiny bit. This will protect your lower back and keep your spine in a more neutral position. And then also finally, remember to breathe. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and with each breath, try and relax your muscles more, which will then enhance the decompression effect. Of course, start small, aiming for like 10 to 20 seconds, and progressively increase the duration as your grip strength gets stronger. Once you're very comfortable with hanging, you can also move on to variations to emphasize different things. For example, the active hang. Now, instead of a dead hang, you will activate your scapulus. You do this by shrugging your shoulders down, away from your ears and back, like you're trying to trap a pencil in between your shoulder blades. It focuses on strengthening your scapular stabilizers, improving shoulder stability and control. It's also a key step to more advanced calisthenic skills if you're into that, like the pull-up, for example. Another variation that you can test out once your grip is really solid is hanging with just one arm, actually, to further work on shoulder mobility and strength. What you can even do is you can add in small rotations if you're not already doing that automatically. Don't go the whole 180 degrees. Just try and spin for like 90, maybe 45 degrees, and then just come back. And then the third one that you can do is called skin the cat. This moves your shoulders through their full range of motion, improving flexibility and mobility. It's a fantastic way to strengthen the rotator cuff, and a nice bonus is also that it works your core. However, I do have to caution you that this variation does require some decently healthy and mobile shoulders already, so maybe start with the other ones and see this as a next step that you can work towards. If you feel any pain whilst trying to do this, just immediately stop. There's also plenty of other reasons why you might be experiencing back and shoulder pain, but I just know that sitting is a very common one, and hanging will definitely help for that. But even in rehabilitation programs for some things, they use hanging a lot to help re-strengthen the spine and shoulders. I can confidently say that for like 95% of the people out there, hanging will definitely improve their situation. That's basically all I have to say. If you're planning on using this video, I would be really curious to know if it actually helps you guys. So maybe come back in a couple of weeks, try out the different variations, and let me know what it did for you in the comments. If you found this video helpful, leave a like, and if subscribe is always appreciated. And then I hope I will see you guys in the next one, hopefully at the park again. Goodbye.